Girls, next we will be going for the determination of pK value by half neutralization method or Henderson-Hasselbalch equation method. This will be calling it as the second experiment. Now we have to determine the pK value of this half neutralization method or Henderson-Hasselbalch equation method, right? Now, first we will be going with the chemicals required. The chemicals required are acetic acid, sodium hydroxide, buffer solution of known pH. This will be already prepared, oxalic acid as well as sodium acetate. By using these chemicals, we will be preparing the 0.1 molar acetic acid, 0.1 molar oxalic acid as well as 0.1 molar NaOH. Now what we have to do is, how you will be calculating the pK value of this any acetic acid. If I take the acetic acid, how you will calculate the pK value of any acid is by using this pH meter. This will be calling it as the pH meter. pH meter will be having the three knobs. This knob indicates the temperature, this knob indicates the slope. Slope should be adjusted to 100 and temperature should be adjusted between 25 to 27, right? Now this one, while measuring the pH, we have to keep in the standby mode by inserting the electrode into the solution. This one we will be calling it as the electrode. By using this electrode only, we will be measuring the pH. Now what we have to do is, so we have to dip this electrode in a solution of any solution whose pH should be measured. During the dipping of the electrode into the beaker, we should always keep this one in the standby mode. Afterwards, after dipping the electrode into the beaker, we have to adjust the knob to room temperature. Let's keep at 25 degrees centigrade and slope should be always 100. See, this white color point is pointing towards 100, right? Next, after this, we have to again press this red button, then we'll be goes into the read by mode. So we have to adjust. For example, if I take the water, the pH of the distilled water will be around 7. So in our laboratory, due to some errors, we will be getting around now I am getting around 6.22, but it should be always measured it should be measured around 7. Then only we will be calling it as the standardization of the pH meter. Due to some power fluctuations, we are not getting the standard value. Every time we have to get the standard pH of the neutralized, that is distilled water, should be around 7. After adjusting this knob to 7 only, then we have to go for the measurement of the pH of the known acid or acid, right? So for this, let it be around 5.9, we are getting this. So we are getting around 5.8, but the pH should be around 7. Now when coming to the experiment, what we have to do is, first we have to standardize the pH meter by using the distilled water. Next we have to standardize the sodium hydroxide. So how you will standardize the sodium hydroxide is, so sodium hydroxide will be taken in the burette and you will be taking the oxalic acid in the conical flask, and you will go for the titration of sodium hydroxide by using the oxalic acid using phenolphthalein as an indicator. Now you will be calculating the amount of sodium hydroxide consumed. Next we will be going for N1V1 is equal to N2V2 formula. By that we will be going to standardize the sodium hydroxide. Now this is the first part to standardize the sodium hydroxide. Next part, how you will standardize the sodium hydroxide. Next when we go into the experiment, what we will do is, now we will take the sodium hydroxide in the burette and we will take acetic acid, 5 ml of acetic acid in the beaker. Now what we will do is, after standardizing the pH meter, now we have to remove the electrode from the distilled water. Now, and every time while changing the solution whose pH should be measured, we have to clean the electrode with the tissue paper. Now we have to dip this oxalic acid into the beaker. Now we have to measure the pH of the oxalic acid. Now the pH of the oxalic acid at this point, what I got is 4.86, but generally we will be getting it as around 3. But it's this pH meter is showing error today. Every time it should be displaying around 3. Now what we have to do is, now we have to every time we have to add 1 ml of sodium hydroxide from this burette into this in this we have to take out the electrode and we have to add 1 ml of the sodium hydroxide into this oxalic acid solution, and you have to stir with the glass rod and you have to dip the electrode. Now during this procedure we have to keep this pH meter in the standby mode. Again, if you go for the read by mode, you will be getting the pH of this. Again, after that again we have to take out the electrode and again you have to add another 1 ml of NaOH and you have to stir it with glass rod and you have to dip this electrode. Now again we have to read the pH. We have to do up to 26 ml of the you should be start adding 1 ml of sodium hydroxide each up to 26 ml, and every time you have to measure the pH of this respective by using the pH meter.